it's time to do some Sonic Mania. I've been looking forward to this. But real quick before we start, I want to talk about the collector's edition because I ordered a collector's edition off of Amazon. So it's an American import, and the reason I imported it is because for some reason they don't sell a Switch version of the collector's edition in the UK. So I had to pre-order like a while back. I think it was like in June. I pre-ordered the American version of the Switch collector's edition. But because the Switch is region free, that's not really an issue. Like, I've already redeemed the game, it's already downloaded, so it's ready to play. But it does come with a bunch of other stuff, so I'm just going to quickly show you that stuff because it is kind of cool. Like, a couple people wanted to see what was included. So I've got a couple of pictures. I took all the pictures like earlier tonight. So real quick, there's a quick picture of the box. It's a really big box. Like, it was bigger than I thought it was going to be. But it looks like the old Genesis box with like the nice like artwork in the middle and the... You might not be able to see it, but there's like the black pit that's like black around the edges, but it's got like a wireframe kind of texture on that black. In fact, let me zoom in. Yeah, you can kind of see it just a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of like what the old Genesis box art used to look like, sort of. Which is a nice little like touch. Speaking of like references to old stuff, I am assuming that this was like one of the marketing slogans, welcome to the next level. Especially with the way the letter kind of like spills over to the next part. Next level. Also you can see there's the Switch icon at the very top corner. Just so you know that that's like the Switch version of the collector's edition. I was thinking of doing an unboxing recording, not necessarily do it live, but just like pre-record it. But getting the camera into a position where you can see the entire box and me opening the box was a little more hassle than it was worth. So I just opened the box and took photos instead. I think that was the best way to... excuse me. I think that was the best way to go about it. So what does the collector's edition come with? Right, we'll start with the most basic thing. So it comes with this little thing. It's a metallic card. It's not plastic, which is kind of cool. So it's like just made of metal, and I guess like they sort of filed the edges and stuff, so it doesn't like, you don't get paper cuts from it, and you don't like prick yourself on the edges, like the corners. So that's kind of neat. And on the other side of that card is the other two characters, like you know who they are, but just real quick. So this is like the Sonic Mania artwork. It's quite nice. Not sure what the practicality of a metallic card is, but you know, it's something kind of cool to like sit somewhere. Looks like a fridge magnet. Yeah, well, it's not really magnetic. It's just made of steel. It says on the box it's just a metal card. Now here's one of the really cool things that came with the thing. Sonic Mania cartridge replica. So it looks like a Genesis cart or a Mega Drive cart. It doesn't function like a cart, but it has an extra little cool thing about it. But again, there's the Genesis / Mega Drive style labeling with like the grid on the bottom and the artwork on the top. So that kind of like gives me a little bit of nostalgia, because remember the old Sonic cartridges looked like that. I took a couple more angles. There's an angle from it lying down, just so you get an idea of its thickness and stuff. THICC thickness. There's one from above, and this is a little more to the side, so you can actually see the actual like depth of the cartridge. But the cartridge holds an extra secret. Like, it can't be used, obviously, because it's not a real cartridge. But if you look at the bottom there, you're wondering, if it's not a cartridge, then what's that little thing at the bottom? Turns out that's a special handle that you can pull on to reveal a special little thing. Give me 1 second and I'll show you this, because I had to record a clip to actually illustrate this. Right, so I pulled it out a little bit because it's kind of difficult to do it when you've got fat thumbs like I have, but when you pull it a little bit more and it comes out, contains a gold ring. It's very shiny as well. Also, I don't know why, but I flipped it back and forth like I was pretending it was like a spinning ring like the sprites. So there you go, I just put that back in, and there it goes. Clips back into the box, easy. So that's like one of the coolest things, but then you've got the big thing, like this is the thing that they advertised the most, and for good reason. Let me get the picture. Here it is. So this is the main thing that comes with the collector's edition, and it's a really big, I think it's to scale, like the Genesis, like it's an American Genesis. I think if you have the UK collector's edition, it's the UK Mega Drive. But sadly I don't have that, but this is still pretty cool looking. Even if I did get the Mega Drive, it wouldn't, I don't think it would have been nostalgic to me because we had the Mega Drive Model 2, which looks different from the Model 1. So either way, it didn't really bother me that much that I've got like the American version of it. Like, it still looks awesome. And then you can see like the Sonic on top of it. Just for reference, to show you how big that really is. Also, thank you very much, Sonic 101 Gaming, for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Just to give you additional context to how big it really is, there's the Sonic on top of it with the Kirby amiibo in front. So it's absolutely gigantic. Like, again, it was big. Like, I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't think it was going to be as big as it actually was, and it's really nice. But like the cartridge, it holds, and it in itself holds one additional secret. So I'm just going to get the clip. Again, this is one of those things we need to clip to illustrate it. Let me get the video prepped. Right, so real quick, you can see like how big it is there. You can see there's some switches on the side as well. It's mostly for show, like this little volume switch doesn't really do anything, but you can move it around, like you can dial it up and down, which is a nice little novelty. The reset button is just painted on, so it doesn't actually do anything, but the on and off switch actually does a cool little thing. Let's turn the volume on for this one. So it plays the Sega sound when you hit the switch on. It's not much, but that's an awesome little additional feature that they didn't really have to put in. And it just kind of ties the whole package together. So there you go, that's pretty much what came with the collector's edition. Of course, the code for the Switch version as well. Like, that's obviously a thing. It would have been nice to have a physical game, but it'll be nice to boot up the game really quickly without having to scramble for the cartridge. So yeah, that's the collector's edition, and I think that was money well spent. That's coming from somebody who doesn't normally buy collector's editions. Like, I've never bought one brand new. Like, that's the first time. I have a Dead Rising collector's edition, but I got that second hand when it was really cheap, so that's not technically something I got like out the gate. But I do love, like, I loved everything about this, and I was like, you know what? I love the fact that they're going back to like the classic 2D Sonic, so I might as well support it in the best way possible. And just put my money where my mouth is on that.